Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's reading, Pick a Cup. I know it's been a while, I've been drawn to do this for you today. I have a lot of messages for you. As usual, I will start with channel messages, then we'll move to the cups and cards. I'm going to pick two oracle cards for you. This is the Titania Fortuna deck. This is actually one of the first decks I ever had, but this is a new repurchased deck, so I'm really looking forward to using this. For many years this is all I actually read with, and some oracle cards, but mainly this deck. I really love it. So as I say, I'm going to pick a card for each cup and that will help you choose your cup. So bear with me. I hope that everyone is doing well, and sit back, relax, enjoy the reading. Okay. So cup one is the whip. Cup two is the love heart. Okay. You can pause the video if you need more time. Thank you. Alright, so before I begin with cup one, let's get to the channeled messages. Change is here, okay? Change is on its way and it's significant. It's a major energy, okay? I have a combusting. There's an energy of feeling all over the place and feeling ungrounded, and then suddenly it's all being taken away, like kind of suctioned away, like in a draft. You know, like how a breeze or before a storm, you know, things can feel kind of eerie in a way, right? Because you sense it. I feel that those of you who've been drawn to this video today in this reading, you're sensing it, but it's also giving you that energy of like, I feel ungrounded. And yes, there's preparation you've put in there, right? It's something that, as I say, you've sensed it, but it's still kind of a an ungrounding energy, ungrounding feeling, but it's change. And this change is, I hear it's rewriting history. So again, it's this significant major change, right? It's not just the everyday, oh, you know, I'm gonna start changing my route to work. It's more so on that bigger scale, like changing your place of changing your place of livelihood, right? Changing your home, changing your current location. And it's going to be quite swift for some of you. Doesn't matter if it's been long awaited or not. For some of you, this can also be a spontaneous energy, especially with that gust. You know, I'm talking about that giraffe like suddenly comes in. So for some of you, it is happening that way, but you still felt that. You still felt that was coming, but you didn't see how or know how because of restrictions. So overall energy here, before we get to the cups, okay? Restrictions are being removed. Delays are being moved out of the way. I hear strife. So like strife is coming to an end. And you have to keep going. I hear plodding along. You have to keep going, okay? You have to believe in yourself. I hear that there were a lot of expectations regards to something, regards to a situation, okay? It is quite cryptic how I'm receiving the messages, but it will make sense to those who it's supposed to make sense to, okay? And I also have here a very strong energy of a high priestess, a high priest, okay? I hear finally attuned, someone who is finally attuned to the things around them. And that's going to increase. The fine-tuning is going to increase. Yeah. So some of you are going to be going over water. I hear walking over water, right? Something is significant there with that. Somehow you could be going over a large a large area of water, but somehow you actually can walk across that, right? So take it as it resonates. I'm just being shown that in particular, but of course it can be taken in the sense of it, even where there's water, you are gonna be able to move across. Like, it doesn't matter, you're gonna be able to move forward. Like, water's not gonna stop you, the water representing an obstacle, like, and the bridge being that you'll get over it. Okay. So yesterday, late at night, I saw a hedgehog in my garden. Okay. The hedgehog saw me and was startled somewhat and froze. But this tells me, and bearing in mind I saw this on the full moon, because we've just had the full moon energy, I understood from that it's like there's no more hiding, right? There's no more hiding. And those of you that are waiting for things to come out, truths to come out, they are going to be revealed, right? They are coming out. The energy is close. Upon you watching this video, I have it soon. Okay, this energy is like near. Incoming phone call, I hear. Okay, so some of you can be receiving an actual phone call about certain truths that are coming out, something about you being proved right, particularly where legalities are concerned. So there's a lot going on here, right? But what you need to know is that regardless of which cup you choose, right, things are changing for the better, and the end of struggle. Okay, now of course it's not like, oh, in one day it's all done and dealt with. No, it's the beginning of that, right? The shift of it. And I can see that some of you, even from that alone, are going to feel that sense of relief. Okay, it's not that even it's going to drag on. That's not what I mean. I just mean that it will, there'll be that residual, right? The residual energy. It's going to take you like a couple of months, but you're not going to be looking back. And that sense of relief will already come in when you sense that, oh, this major change is here. Like, it's arrived. It's time to go. It's time to move forward. I'm seeing 6 of Swords in my mind's eye. Okay. Leaving sadness behind. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to move on to cup 1. Okay. Cup 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the Whip. Okay. So I'm going to get to the card at the end, okay, because we'll pull some more cards for you. So let's take a look at your cup. All right, I'm going to show it to you first so you can pause the video and also have a look yourself. All right, and then I'm going to get into it. Okay. Okay, so right away I'm being drawn to an acorn, okay, at the bottom of the cup. I hear gathering, okay. There's a few meanings to this. There's a gathering of resources, an importance of resources, also confirmation that something you've invested in today, what you're thinking of investing in, it's going to grow, because this is the future. We're looking ahead. When I see this acorn, it's at a distance, it's further ahead, okay. And I'm seeing also a tree in my mind's eye, like the branches are going to grow. There's going to be a sturdiness and a stability. Here, cup 1, even though I didn't want to touch on the card just yet, but I'm going to just make a comment, okay, because it's relevant. You have learned a lesson that was actually painful and can have been a physical pain also, right? I do have energy being shown to me to the back area and the spine and the neck, also like around the neck, as if some of you had issues with like swallowing or your throat, but it was anxiety. I have like an anxiety induced energy, but it had physical symptoms, right? Of course, emotional and mental, but it was like it was a costly lesson. And you made a promise to yourself here. And if you haven't, it's where you're heading. You may still be in that energy there that we saw on the card, okay? You're like, I'm never going to be in this position again. This is not happening again. There's something where you're standing on your word, you're standing on your ground, like standing your ground rather, and you're like, I'm going to have more than enough. And I see that, okay, that's going to be provided to you. You're going to be provided with the ways, the tools of how to achieve that. And I also see an axe, and there's like a small person, right? As if you kind of had to cut off a person. Now I am looking ahead as well. So this can be, again, what you're going to do. This like your next move, right? Because you're getting this awareness coming in, like this is what I need to do next. So take it as it resonates. Remember, you'll all be on different, parts of the timeline. So cutting out, because there's a strictness, and the whip also does speak of strictness, right? It's repetitiveness, doing something over and over and over again, which can be good, can be bad. In this case, I'm seeing it as being like good, because it's a cutting off as soon as something becomes a problem. But let me explain. The fact that I see like this small person and then this huge axe, you see, it's confirmation that you're not going to let things get so big anymore. You're not going to let it get to whatever this lesson was you had to learn, right? And you're going to cut it off at the first sign, at the first inkling, following your intuition. No is no, okay? Very, very strong energy here. I see the Queen of Swords, and I had 6 of Swords in the channeled messages, so there could be some strong air sign energy here. It doesn't have to be, but you're just embodying, and you're going to be embodying that very stern approach to your life and situations after being the other way, like the scales, going from one way to the other and not being played with. Yeah, I also hear someone is waiting for you. Someone is waiting for you. I do hear on the other side, but this is not a reference to the other side as in someone who's passed over. That's not what I'm getting. It's like on the other side of this, like the other side of the mountain, right? It's like you're going over the hill. I have a reference to the nursery rhyme, like over the hill and far away. I don't know the full rhyme, but it's something like that. And there's a gleeful kind of energy. And for some of you, who's waiting on the other side of this mountain, this hill, so to speak, is someone who actually there's a familiarity. So it could be a place you've been to before. It could be you've known this person before, but something got in the way, or this is completely new, okay? I'm picking up energy from a few of those scenarios that I have there, okay? I'm hearing unrecognizable. There's something about your life is going to be unrecognizable. You're going to be unrecognizable. And I'm now being reminded of the song I've been hearing all morning. You're going through changes, or I'm going through changes. So, yeah, it's like I'm seeing you get to that point of not resisting the change, not resisting who you are going to be becoming. Whereas I feel like with the cup being quite sparse, okay, here, it's as though you've been in a rut, like stuck, feeling isolated, like there's just isolation, as if after that situation, okay, this lesson It's like you decided, oh, I'm going in. I'm staying in. Could have been literally you stayed in, right? You weren't going out the house. But then you realized, okay, but I can't live that way. I can't just stay away from everything. What about the things I love? What about the things and the people and the ideas and projects that I have? Like, why do I need to stay in and be isolated? So again, you might not be fully at that point of, you know, like, I see the cracking of an egg in my mind's eye, but you will get there where you're going to start realizing you've got your space to take up on this earth, right, and in this life. You know, it's interesting because at the top of the cup, this image, I see that it looks like some kind of being. This being is kind of bowing down to what looks like an animal. An animal, but this animal is bigger than this being. This does give me ethereal, fey energy. Yeah, ethereal. Fey, okay, a being. And this bigger animal also, actually, it doesn't look like something that is of our realm. But it's something that kind of controls this little being. I feel like this is telling me something about your past and this lesson, okay? Because that's what I was drawn to when I said the lesson. Okay. And this animal is turning away from this being. It's almost as though you are being represented by this fae, this small being. This could be something that you resonate with, like you have a connection to nature, the fae, you know, that realm, okay? I do have Celtic energy, like Celtic roots, Celtic mythologies, okay? And this animal is turning away, but it actually, I see it has two faces, so I feel like it's a parent-child situation here, was. And actually, it doesn't have to be this major lesson was about your actual parent right at that learning of that lesson, but it's like it was reflected in whatever the situation was. I know that's a bit wordy, but what I mean is that it showed up again, right? It was like a repeat of what happened to do with childhood here. Someone, a parent figure, someone you cared about, who you looked up to, who you trusted, because, you know, the fae, that energy, it's given me like they trust whoever this double-headed animal, double-faced, two-faced, but this left like an imprint. It kind of also been like a partner, right, a relationship, but again, it's like that happened because of a parent figure and child relationship, right? It showed up in this romantic relationship. Right, I'm gonna leave that there. I want to go back to the future and current energy also. Yeah, so I'm seeing a bird perched on a branch, and there's also another bird. So yeah, this bird is flying, is in movement. So, and I see like a letter. So there's going to be lots of updates. There's going to be updates coming towards you. This is current energy because I'm being drawn to that now. Like, what's going on? So you're going to be receiving like lots of updates. This can be through your phone, and this can also be actual mail coming through the post, email, right? It's messages, and but with the birds being there, you know, I do have more of that online, something to do with online, multiple messages. Yeah, okay. So there's, and I'm going to show you, if you can see, here, it's like there's two options, right? That's where the birds are, but I'm seeing it as like, on some of my decks, I know there's birds on the Lovers, on the Two of Cups. So there's something about Two of Cups here, right? And you're going to have a choice. See how it splits? It's giving me the energy of the Lovers. So this could be multiple messages, updates coming in from Lovers, potential people that you're going to give options to, chances to, right? Because it's like a current energy that's ongoing. You may not have, you may not be right now that you're receiving messages from someone because you're not active in the dating world, but you're going to be, and it's quite soon. This may take you by surprise, like you're going to have a sudden change of heart, some of you, okay? For others, you actually already are at that point of receiving, you know, that's what's coming in because you've already been active in the dating world. Yeah, something about putting yourself out there. If you listen to the messages, the channeled messages, I talked about seeing a hedgehog and it being, you know, no longer hiding, coming out. Yeah. Okay, so I see a bat. I see a bat, and there's something here about like returning, something about a return energy, but it's ahead. So there's a few things here. I mentioned about someone being over on the other side, right? And that could be a person you've had some connection with previously and returning to a place you know. So I see this bat as a guide. This bat, it could be that there's a place where it's a particular habitat of bats, right? So that is also, it's giving information about location and something specific about bats, right? But it also is telling me like you're being guided here, guided through the night. You will continually be guided through the night. So take it as it resonates. But I do have this connects to the energy I had with the like the anxiousness and what I shared about the card, okay? Because it's like you're protected. And you're going to be continually protected, and through the night is significant. Yeah. Like a night light, you know, when you have a night light in the room, this bat is representing that. Yeah. So also what I see ahead is that there's going to be opportunities showing up, and they're not necessarily opportunities that you will have been focusing on or even manifesting. I don't see it them being a focus of yours, but these opportunities are going to have they're going to have a lot of influence, okay? Because I see it connecting to abundance and prosperity, and it's not just about work. It's not just multiple, you know, work opportunities ahead, but it's also about just life experiences and things that you may have thought, oh, you know, that's just not going to happen. That's gone past that stage for me. I don't see how that would ever really happen in my life, and I'm content. But it will come to you. That's what I see. Okay. All right, Cup 1. That was your reading. I am now going to get some cards for you, and I was also gifted tea leaf cards. So we're going to get a few messages from there also. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. Oh, I feel like I was holding my breath. Whoever else did the same, take a deep breath with me. Okay, the garden. Coffin, the mountain. The lily. The anchor. Okay. Right. So, first of all, with the garden being there, this represents opportunity. This represents also a meeting place, okay? A meeting place of opportunity, a gathering of people, okay? But there's abundance tied to it. There's prosperity and there's happiness. For some of you, this is a gathering with more familiar energies, family, but for the majority, I do have, this is connecting to what we saw in the cup, okay? These spontaneous opportunities that will come up that are not necessarily to do with work, but somehow it's like putting you on, it's like putting you ahead. It's prosperous, okay? It's elevation and alignment. That's what I'm getting from this card. Now, with the coffin card here, this is speaking of an ending, right? This is speaking of an ending, a dead end. Something was dead end, right? And it's like you can't go any further than how far you went. Okay, something is over and it ended. And also with the lily being here, when we combine these together, okay, it's ending of an illness, right? And ending of just not feeling at peace, an ending of not having that sense of well-being, right? Depending on what your situation was and can be still, right? But you're coming out of that. See the mountain, that was significant here in cup one, over the other side of that mountain, over the hill and far, far away. Mountain here does also represent foreign lands, okay, in this deck. So, and then we have the anchor. So if you did listen to the channel messages, some of you here will be relocating, okay, and where you relocate to, you will be settling, and that place of relocation will be healing you, the lily. Lily is about healing, okay. It will be healing you, and it will be giving you a trajectory, right? A path that you thought you would never take, like the unbeaten path. You thought, I don't even know how I would get there. Again, it's like that energy of getting over the mountain, you know, getting over that hill. And I see that with the anchor being there, it will be successful, okay? Again, that settled energy, it will be somewhere that you settle. And it does also connect to love for some of you, okay? There's a love that connects to a different location. It doesn't necessarily have to be for be overseas for all of you, though for the majority I do have that, okay? There is quite a significant, and the mountain also represents something big, right? It represents something significant. Right, let's get you some tea leaf cards. So you get quite a lot. This isn't even all of them, but I want to start with these today because I'm getting to know them myself. So I want to shuffle them a bit more. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, I'll take that one. Let's get 3 to start with. Okay, too many. But, oh, I'll take the forest. I'll take it. And what's that? Okay. So we've got the crown, the forest, and we've got tiger. Ooh, look at that. Right. So crown, honor and respect will come to you. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Now would you look at that? That really reflects the energy of your cup, pile one. Cup one, rather. Okay, because it's like you're coming into you. You're coming into your authentic you. You're honoring yourself, okay? This is also like an energy of self-honoring, realizing your worth, your value, and that you matter. As I shared when I was reading the cup, right? Recognizing and having awareness, actually, what about me and the things I love to do and the ideas that I have and the projects, okay? Taking up your space, taking your crown, right? Taking what's rightfully yours, whether it be divinely, or whether it be, you know, in this physical reality, you know, getting that home, getting that car, whatever those material things are for you as well, right? That represent and reflect you honoring you. So the forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Well, this is the energy that had been, right? I'm seeing this being also moved out of the way. You're coming through it. Most of you have come through that, right? Depending on where you are in the journey. And I see that where there's that residual confusion or unsurety about things, that will also fade. As you're healing more, that will also fade. Any confusion, okay? And we saw that bat, the bat of the energy of the bat is navigating. It is your compass, so to speak, right? And it is going to be with you and guiding you. You won't get lost. You won't get lost in the forest again. You won't get lost and be alone in the dark again. And the tiger, doing something risky and taking a chance, which ultimately is the overall energy here. Okay, cup one, it's moving into a new era, right? Again, unrecognizable lifestyle, unrecognizable you, right? Okay, let's just get a few more. And then we're going to wrap up your reading, cup one. Oh, okay, I'll take them. So we have scale and yoke. Whoa. Keep your life in balance, okay? I had a reference to the scale. I see that, I mean, also this is representing, for some of you, Libra energy, right? And I do have that kind of, you know, like when I think of Libra energy, whether it's like embodying that or, you know, is the actual zodiac sign, I just have like that regal, you know, that regal energy. And with the crown being there, okay, I just feel like also, you know, there's like a fairness that comes with you being, the more you honor yourself, it's like the more fair you will feel things are. Right? It's like you're not going to feel you over invested, you over gave, which, you know, with the yoke being there, feeling tied down or frustrated, you know, like that restriction of like perhaps feeling, well, oh, but I am obligated. I have, like, that's fading because you're stepping into the balance that works for you according to your way of living, right? Not anybody else, but your way of living. And that's why it is that crown energy, stepping into your power. As I saw before, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Either way, it's stepping into that role of like, I'm the one who dictates how things go on around here and in my life. Taking back your power. Okay, cup one, that was your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video today, and I hope to see you soon for another one. Bye for now. Hello, Cup 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Love Heart. So we will take a look at the card at the end. So let's see your cup. I'm going to show you first so you can pause the video and take a look for yourself. Then I will get to the cup and the messages. Okay. Okay, so the cup so far does reflect the card here, the Love Heart. So I'm gonna get to the messages here. So right away what I'm seeing is there was a past relationship. I don't have confirmation if this relationship is ongoing yet or not, but let me just focus on this first. And I see that this was really, really full of a lot of passion. This was like love at first sight. This was heavy. This was, you know, I do hear love bombing. It doesn't have to necessarily be in the negative way right now, but you know, that's what I'm hearing. And I just see actually like, it's like two people like kind of smooching here. You know, there was a lot of passion, sexual chemistry, and it really wasn't comparable to any other lovers you've had or this person that I'm seeing here in your cup in the past. Now, not so long after that, I see a bit further down. Now this is quite a dominant energy, and I feel like this kind of took up a lot of your time and energy, which is where there could be some kind of negative energy coming in here. Like if there was a kind of drainage, like things suddenly became out of balance. I see like a space of 3 to 6 months. It's not long, okay? And then I see separation. I see two very strong-minded people, two very similar mindsets that clashed here. And this really, really, really affected you, the viewer. There's this person. I see there was an olive branch to repair something, to repair the connection, to reignite the passion, but they didn't want to take it. Yeah, so it did finish. It did finish because I'm seeing that now. It ended. Right. So the thing is here, I see that you, Cup 2, you actually have done a lot of work and healing on this intense, that's the word, this intense connection. Some of you may have felt for some time after this that, oh, I'm never going to find that again. I'm never going to find that feeling again. And also let me point out, it can also have been some of you turned away from them, okay? That's being pointed out to me. So it's not all that it was you, the viewer, who put this olive branch out and you didn't. They didn't take it. It can also have been the other way around. You didn't want to take something from them, and it's not being shown to me what caused this abrupt, like what, because it feels abrupt, like this intenseness to then nothing. Okay, so I'm getting some information on that. I see that there was a leaving. Someone had to leave because they traveled, they went somewhere different, they had to relocate here. So I'm seeing like a barrier. There was a barrier. I actually currently don't see it's because of something like third party, no. But again, I have two very strong-minded individuals. So whatever it was to do with either if it was you who had to travel and relocate or this other person, take it whichever way, it was like, well, this is what I need to do right now, this person. But none of it made sense. I feel it. I feel a lot of confusion. Okay, let me go further ahead here. Let me see this, because I see that the healing, yeah, there's a little heart. So I will tell you this, and it may, you know, be good or bad. It may annoy some of you, it may not. But this person somehow thinks that you'll find each other again. Like they believe that. And I see them coming towards you in the future. Actually, I have the near future. There's a return here, and I see them, but they've got like things with them, like resources, or it could literally be their stuff from relocating back to where they met you. Like they're coming back. And when I'm seeing all the things they're carrying, it's like giving me this energy of like then there's no going back from it. Like they're gonna come and show up with everything and give everything and give their all and hand it over to you. Like whatever these resources are, if it's money, you know, if it's items, things, I just see them carrying a lot of stuff. They're bringing all that back. This is a very interesting reading, but I see that you've climbed the stairs. You're on a viewpoint. You have a different viewpoint, a different perspective on things. There's something here where you healed a certain pattern. You healed a certain dynamic when it comes to love relationships. And where you're not there yet, you know, this, because I mentioned the healing, that you're going to get to that stage. So something will be different for you, whichever way around it was with the ending. Something will be different. You've grown, you've elevated, you're going to grow and be more elevated and aligned. And I see actually this lookout point that I can see, like, and I see the steps up. It's like you're going to jump over. I see there's water at the bottom of a boat. It's like maybe some of you, well, I'm seeing this as a location, and you're going to do that. Like some of you are literally going to do that. You're going to go to a really beautiful location. You're going to like jump into this bed of water from this high point, like some kind of beautiful lagoon, a place that's known for that. Something here is like where you really are going to find your freedom. This person coming back, they're going to be really, really shocked by you and who you've become, because I don't see that it's that you even had updates between each other. This is just very, very cryptic, because a connection that's so strong, yet I don't see that you both kind of chased each other. You know, of course you thought about the person, they thought about you, that didn't end. But what I mean is, like, as I say, there's two strong-headed people. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So what I see as well is that, you know, you will have blossomed. Oh, I'm seeing like a big question mark with the remnants of the water from the tea. A huge, huge question mark. So this tells me, okay, I'm jumping a little, but if you know my reading style, it sometimes happens that way, and I'll get back to it. And this tells me that we don't know. The cup doesn't know here what you're going to choose when this person comes back. It's not a no, but again, you are a completely different person. And I even hear like long time ago. So this could have been a long time ago, but it's just because it was such a strong energy, a strong connection, you know, that it dominated a lot of the choices you made in some ways, until the healing really evolved and will continue to evolve, the choices you made after that person. And this is all about love. This is all about love. And I see a yes, and I see two people kissing. You know, there's so much like passionate energy here. Like, I don't know, like if this is something that you this could be how you manifest cup too. Like you use passionate energy, you use fire energy. All I know is that you can draw people in. You get what you want, whether it be something material, and I don't just mean from a person, like you get what you want in that sense. I mean like you use this sexual energy, you know, this passion, you know, it doesn't have to be the prior things I just shared there, but like this passionate energy to manifest, to receive material things from the universe, from source. You have an extremely powerful magnet, like, you know, this magnet, and I'm seeing you have like more passionate encounters, as well as there's going to be somebody else here who will be on par with this energy you had a long time ago for some of you, right? I'm hearing that. And I see that this person, you know, this person is going to be different to you. This person is on the way. They haven't arrived yet. I also see a horse here. So it's definitely travel. You're definitely going to be traveling. And as I shared about that location and this exotic waterfall, or, you know, just a really beautiful waterfall, and you jumping in. And I'm seeing a lot of twos. I see like two petals of a huge flower. It looks like a tulip. Okay, so tulips are significant here. And you know, the couple here, the couple there, the couple here, I mean, that was the same relationship there, but it's a 222. 222 could be significant. Pairs, pairing. So okay, going back to the horse, I have, yes, it's confirming travel here for you, travel at a distance, but also again like something coming to you, this person from the past returning. All right, and then we have the boat, as I mentioned before. So, you know, a mode of travel, going over water, going overseas, being on water. You may also be like a water person. Okay, you may have a connection to water gods, goddesses here. Certainly I'm speaking to some kind of, you know, you could be, I hear like charm caster, charm, you know, charmer. You're a charmer. You may, you know, cast charms, or this just particular with the charm energy here, like bewitched, you know, you make people bewitched. You may be very good at doing love spells for people, love spells for yourself. They work almost like a guarantee, you know, and you could tell people it's a money back guarantee if you don't get results. I don't know, it's just very, you may not even use tools or materials, but it's affirmations. Yeah, you may not have even told anybody that. Some of you may not be actually sharing this with people. It's just something you've done and it works for you. So I see an I, as in the letter I, a capital I at the bottom there. So this could be an initial of someone. This could be an initial of somebody coming in. This could be in your name. Yeah. I hear the name Imran. Imran. So of course that won't be for all of you watching, but I'm hearing this kind of name, like with an I. If that's it, I'm hearing it sound like that, you know, it could be with an A, but yeah, I, the letter I. Yeah. So, okay, the couple here who I see this passionate encounter. So this passionate encounter, this is happening in a different place. As I say, this travel energy overseas, you're going to a different place, and there's going to be cultural differences here. As I see that they're wearing a particular head, a hat, a head covering headpiece. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Multiple cultures have that, and it may not be they wear it, right? But it's a representative here, what I'm seeing in the cup. It can be what is a tradition there, right? But it doesn't mean your person will literally show up necessarily wearing traditional clothing, but you're gonna see, oh yeah, that culture or this country, that's the tradition there. You know, you will notice. And there's something about bread being significant, either from where you're from or where this person I'm seeing you have this passionate encounter with is from. Like, bread is really important, and which I know can be vague, but no, there's a certain thing about the bread. So those of you that know will know, like, maybe there's a special oven in this particular place, country, where how they bake bread. Or in your country, okay, this can be your roots, this can be your culture, take it how it resonates. But yeah, and there's different languages I hear, ancient languages. Yeah, because I hear something to do with scriptures. Multiple lands. Yeah, and orchards are significant. Ooh, so I also see like a bow there, so there's going to be a gift. There's a gift for you ahead here, cup 2. Some of you, this is a literal gift, as in I'm seeing you receive something quite, what's the word, of like value, opulence. Could be a ring, could be jewelry, but it's something opulent that holds value. This could connect to a birthday. The months of January, February, March, June, August and December are significant. Okay, let's take a look at some cards for you, cup 2. So we already know, with the love heart being there, love is in the air. That was the theme of the cup also. Let's have a look. The star, yeah, meant to be love, destined love, yes. With the garden coming out there, that's telling me marriage. Oh, and child and ring. Okay, pile 2. You have something really, really magnificent coming in here. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. These cards are incredible. And the ring is, it's marriage, it's eternity. That is the ring card there. Okay, that is relationship, never-ending relationship. With the star, the garden, the child. And the child represents happiness and everlasting in love. With the star being there, I do want to say I have some Aquarius energy, but it could be, you know, we are in that age of Aquarius as well. Some of you may be big astrologers. You're going to get your charts done with this person. Okay, I just dropped a card, one moment. It's a bit tricky with my new setup. I don't want to knock anything down. Okay, I got it. And look what it was. It's the cross, which is the meant to be. That's what I instantly had when I saw the star card. Meant to be energy. Destiny. Fulfilling your divine destiny. It's like here for some of you, you've always felt that meeting your person of that higher, how can I say, like your higher person, or excuse me, your higher self, right? Meeting another higher self, like the ultimate relationship, like getting to enlightenment, an enlightened relationship, not just any old, like spiritual, you know, particular I hear lineages as well. I mean, how that connects to present day, it's not clear to me, but there's something here that you had a knowing, and it's almost as though the initial relationship that I saw from the past there was kind of maybe a false start. False, even though it still had its significant, you know, but a false start. That's what I have. Okay, let's get one more, and then I'm going to get some tea leaf cards for you. The bear, yeah. The bear, which represents something big, really, really big. And the stork. So I'm going to tell you, look, that is clear pregnancy. Some of you, this next person that comes in, I do see child energy there. I see pregnancy, fertility, having your first child for some of you. This could be having more children in some cases. Though for many, I see it being like the first. I don't know why I hear it's just with the star. It's like firstborn. It will be your firstborn. So this is what is on the other side of making that decision. But we had the question mark in the cup, so that still has to come to pass with this person returning. It's almost as though the person returning will be the lever for you to make that decision, to move on, to have someone new, right? Which will embody the same, it's not going to be the same, but I mean with that level of passion that you thought, would that ever come again? With that intenseness. Here, pile 2, cup 2, rather, you are you all or nothing. You're all or nothing. Like don't open me up to just then. You just really don't work like that. People really need to know how to come at you and deal with you in a certain way. And I'm just seeing like this person coming in the cup. This is gonna be that rat. Someone working against you behind your back. Oh. Yeah, move in silence. I mean, it's hard to not be seen. If you, I can see here that this will be known. Like people are gonna want to be there. People are gonna be there at this wedding. So watch out for that, because oh yeah, definitely cup 2. And you know, I didn't have the incense lit in my first reading, and I just suddenly had a feeling to light it. So cup 2, you need to protect your energy, cleanse, okay, keep things low key where you can, and maybe check who you have around you, who you're sharing things with, because when we've got fox, shrewdness, resourcefulness, especially in business, right? But the energy, the fox and the rat, okay, it's pretty clear. So I see that somebody thinks that you don't give enough, you don't share, you don't give. But it's like, no, that's not what's going on. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business, it's like you just know, you use your discernment, but there's an energy that's kind of taking it personal, basically. And it's showing up, so it's significant, right? Let me see what else here. Oh, okay, you know what? Let's take them. So we have boat, boot, and bouquet. Oh, okay. Well, we know that you're going to be traveling. We know that, but let's see what it says. Money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Yeah, this is like when your ships come in. Also here, cup 2, I don't see you having to worry about money. I don't see you having to worry about survival. Some of you are going to be moving out of survival energy as well, like, and using this charm and this passionate energy that you embody to give yourself security, okay? You may already have a business. You may be thinking of doing one, right? With the message here from the fox and the garden being there, because the garden on its own is invitation, it's opportunity, it's a meeting place. So aside there, okay, your abundance and your money and finance is going to be growing, okay? It's going to be, there's some wealth energy there. And the boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Yeah. So this is clear that you will be doing that, right? You already are aware of that. As I say, I see that you have very strong powers to manifest and to draw the things and to draw people, right? And to get what you want. So in some ways it's like stepping into that. Don't let naysayers make you doubt yourself. You know, that rat energy, don't let them do that. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like you have, like, you know, out and about, you have admirers, you have people drawn to you, you know, women, it doesn't matter who, women, men, they're drawn to you and they want to give to you. So I do hear that you can expect some flowers to be gifted to you, some random flowers, a random gift from an admirer. It's not necessarily the person in the cup I see coming. No, this is like separate to that, as I say, because I saw in your cup, it's like there's multiple, you know, there's multiple energies of people surrounding you, having interest in you. You just draw people in like that. As I say, this kind of magnet energy. I'm going to get you one more card. Wall, yeah. But yet, when they do get close to you, there is a wall there, you know. It's not easy to access you. Yeah, really, I love this energy. So, misunderstanding, yeah, people can really make assumptions about you because they see one thing and then they make these assumptions. So it's almost like a kind of, you know, they see the flame and they know if they touch it they're going to get burnt, like, but you know, they may not always realize that if they touch that flame it looks so big and bright and wow, but then if you touch it, you know, you'll get burnt. And I kind of feel that's one of your protective mechanisms, or something that you should well, not should, I don't want to use that word, but something that will start to show up for you, working with fire protection, using fire flame to protect yourself, your energy, and you know, yeah, if you touch my energy then you get burnt, you know, without my permission, that is. So definitely a queen, a king energy here, cup 2, not to be played with. And you know, the healing that you've done, and I see that healing is continuing, right? As we saw in the cup, you've learned to manage yourself, and now you manage others, and you're going to manage others. And that is also like a reference there to business management, managing, delegating. Okay, all right, that was your reading, cup 2. I hope you enjoyed that today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for another one. Bye for now.